What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Collider Media Studio at the Cinema Center at South by Southwest 2025. I am so thrilled to talk about For Worse. Congratulations on your movie.
Thank you.
So good, so good. So because we are celebrating it at South by Southwest, our audience might not know about it just yet. So can you do the honors and give a brief synopsis of the film?
Yes. For Worse is about a woman who has just gotten divorced and is starting her life over and decides to take an acting class and bonds with that class, and particularly a student in that class. And they all get invited to a wedding. And it doesn't go very well. And she ends up behaving, she's a sober 50-year-old single mom, but at the wedding, by the end of it, she's a 25-year-old drunk bridesmaid.
Job very well done. So I know you've been working on this for a good while. What would you say is the biggest difference between how you pictured the film day one and what it turned out to be and what you will share with the South by audience?
Well, I had done a short of this idea to try to figure out what I wanted to do with this idea, and it was tonally much sort of darker. I guess I was trying to be sort of like indie cool, which I am not. And so when I finally decided to make the version that I wanted to make, I wanted it to be a rom-com because I love rom-coms. And so I was trying to make a rom-com with a certain indie sensibility. And we watched the first cut, and a lot of people say the first time you watch a cut, you like cry because it looks so bad and you're upset. And I actually cried because I thought it looked so good. And I was really happy.
You should be so proud.
Oh, thanks.
I will stick with you on being a very experienced actor who is now directing her first feature film. I'm going to give you a big two-part question about that. Can you tell me something that a past director did for you as an actor that you really appreciated, held tight to, and applied to your own work here, but then also something that maybe you wish you got more from directors out there that you wanted to give your actors?
Perfect stories in my head around that. So I come from the world of Transparent on Amazon, and Joey Soloway and their sort of style of directing was something I really tried to bring to this movie, which is that you allow your actors time and freedom to play, and you stay calm, and there's no yelling, nobody gets mad, nobody's in trouble. And I think I pulled that off, right? I told them that.
Yeah, you totally pulled that off.
And so anyway, I really appreciated that style of, I was probably the best time I've ever had on a job because of that. And then I had a director, I was playing a detective, and their note to me was, yeah, I don't believe that. I know detectives, and I just don't believe what you did. Just do it differently. And I was like, if you tell someone that you don't like what they just did, they are going to shut down. And so even if you don't like something, and Bradley taught me this, he says, feed the seals. You still go in, we're seals and we need to know we're good, right?
Chuck some minnows.
Yeah. So you go in and you go, oh, that was incredible. I have that. No, could we try this? And then everybody's fine. And that's what I really wanted, was for people to feel like they were having a good time.
I feel like that's true of literally every human being.
True, right?
Like we would all be teed up for success better if everybody had that mentality. I will turn this into Make Amy Blush time, because making a feature directorial debut is a very, very big deal. Again, I mean it sincerely. I love the movie, and there's no doubt in my mind that you'll go on to direct more if that's what you want to do. What is something about her as an actor's director and a leader that you appreciated and would be excited for more actors to experience on her future films?
I'm going to start. Obviously, I'm coming from a supportive place about this, but it was absolutely thrilling to me as an actor to see, because actors experience a lot of different directors. Actors actually learn a lot about filmmaking, but being an actor, to become an actor, you have to sort of adopt a psychology of submission that, if you're lucky enough to keep acting, you begin to get frustrated with. And it was so exciting for me to see Amy knowing, absolutely comfortable in the authority position, taking full responsibility for a story while acting, having written. It's a validation to me that I want to communicate to frustrated actors all over the planet that you know more about storytelling than you think you do. And so it was truly inspiring for me. And it kind of turned me on.
Beautifully put right there.
Okay.
How about for the two of you?
Just in case someone doesn't know, we're married.
Sorry, my daughter's here, but
I met Amy doing a project earlier in the year with Jenica. So I came into this and I just fell in love with Amy. She's like so honest and vulnerable as a human being, and real and generous as an actor. And then when this came up, I think it's okay. Somebody fell out kind of at the last second
because of a family tragedy.
A family, yeah. And I was like,
literally, I called Missy on Friday for a Sunday shoot,
and I was like, yes, please. And I mean, and then I will say, in my life, I would at least 50% of every jobs that I've had have been because somebody fell out.
Me
at the
too,
last
by the way.
Right. So, I think I once took over for
You're
Cher.
a ringer and you can jump in there.
But what I love so much about Amy is there's like a vulnerability, but she's also absolutely knows what she wants. And there was so much freedom to play. I had so much fun making this movie. I walked in at the last second. I never felt nervous or like you were also extremely effusive. And then both of you were there to, it's like, oh, what if you say that? One of my favorite moments is when you were like trying on all the dresses. And then at one point you said, it's like a quinceañera.
Yeah. One of the best lines is, well, there's more than one of those. Bradley, because I didn't have playback, was on set every day. And he would give me a thumbs up. I'd be like, I think I've got everything. And then he'd chuck out a joke here and there. And one of them is the quinceañera
What are you going
line.
to a quinceañera? I mean, in that pink dress that you just...
It's just funny. You'll see.
It was so much fun.
It's funny.
I had an absolute ball. It was just crazy fun.
It's wild to hear you jumped in last minute because like one of my favorite things about your performances in the movie together is that from the second the two of you are on screen at the same time, like I feel the weight of the history of their friendship, and it feels so authentic.
We had played friends, and
we had just played friends,
short, and we did feel that way about each other.
We had so much, and that
it
one
was
too.
kind of just like
Zoom, Fred. I mean, yeah.
I suspect I'll like that other movie now too.
Yeah.
It was so fun. And then, so I was just tickled. And I loved being like your ride or die at the end. Like, I was like,
there is an Easter egg at the end of the movie that no one has called out yet, which is your outfit at the ride or die.
Oh, it's a
Thelma and Louise. She's wearing the exact outfit. So just
and
then
I was disappointed we didn't go off a cliff, but maybe in the sequel.
Bradley, I cut you off there. What were you going to jump in and say?
Just very quickly, that there's one of two atmospheres on a set that an actor picks up immediately, and one is, I can't wait to see what you're going to do, which is where you want to live, and the other is, you better not fuck this up. And and this was a set where everybody, you can tell from a movie like this, I can tell what the atmosphere was like on a set when every actor's blood is flowing, as I feel in this, and every actor is feeling empowered to play. So that was
it's like the faucet. The faucet is either dripping, or it's leaking, or it's like in full blast. And then this one, it was because there was so much. It was like, let's play. And also, as an actor too, you just wanted to see. You were so excited about other people being funny, and then so the faucet was always on. I feel like for everybody, it was just the more. And then because sometimes if you're, I didn't like what you did, then it's hard to get anything out of that.
Oh, I'm going to follow up on that. But Nico first, make Amy blush time.
Yeah, say something nice.
Oh, wait, can you run the question back again?
Something about her as an actor's director that you appreciated.
You realize
okay.
we're still here.
Yes.
Still happening.
I think, Amy is just an all-around amazing person, and, she was originally just my homie.
We met Bradley and Nico were in a movie called Rosalind, and I got to meet Nico in Italy when they were shooting, and we would call him like our child. I think you called us mom and dad for a while, so this gets a little weird. But But I also,
Daddy.
when I was thinking of Sean, Nico's the only person that I've ever had in my mind for that part. And
it is an extremely
from the get-go
difficult part to pull off, and he does it perfectly.
Wait, we're talking about Amy. We're not talking about Amy.
Anyway, go ahead.
You deserve all that credit too, though. I will say.
But I do want to say, and I'm not like tooting my horn or anything, but I've worked with some amazing women directors, and dude, you're like fucking like right up in the like top 3. Like you're a legend. I love you. Seriously,
Top 3.
Thank
killed
you.
it.
He's like, you're like in like the top 20.
No,
I'm kidding. No, it's very sweet. Thank you.
Very, very good. I felt so comfortable going to set. Even like, you know, we had some intimate scenes, but you're my director overall.
And there's Bradley in there going, I want it. You make it
Bradley's over there,
hotter.
Bradley's
I'm
over
like,
there, like,
okay,
we're
this
talking,
is
we're
really
talking.
getting weird.
Yeah, but you are truly amazing.
He did.
Ames.
Thank
Love
you.
Truly.
I'll go back to the idea of like the faucet being turned on, having a big old ensemble that, I don't know, just feels like it's a safe place to play. And I'll re-emphasize something I said to all of you earlier. You have a very large ensemble here. Sometimes people get mere minutes of screen time, but everyone feels right in this world and is key to like fleshing it all out and feeling authentic in the moment. So we get to talk to the 4 of you today. There's so many other people that are in this movie. Can you each name someone who, I guess, just wowed you on the spot? Like someone.
Spencer.
Ooh. Go ahead. I'll hear that.
Say why.
I just
Spencer Stevenson. He
nailed
plays
that.
Todd.
Nailed that
Todd,
scene.
the gay brother of one of the brides.
It's I don't see sexual preference.
I'm just describing.
No,
the
I'm kidding.
character.
I'm kidding. It was pouring rain, and it just came in and was so loose and hilarious, and achieved the goal of that scene, of that connection with you.
Also stole Spencer from Rosalind. Just
Yes.
saying.
Yeah,
Another
yeah.
person I hung out with in Italy
Yeah.
and thought of for this part. And we would think of things on the day, and we talked about this character saying something about self-harm because of the smoking, and I just kind of threw out like why do you hurt yourself when
Why do you?
why when someone hurts you do you hurt yourself?
You want to hurt yourself?
And he just improvised the bitch what, which is one of the funniest moments
Yeah.
of the movie as well. In fact, all the funny moments of the movie are really not mine. It's these actors just being present. I mean, I like fell out. I mean, when he said that, the pause, the timing.
Yeah.
But he was so present. You're right.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
It's because you made that environment, and then it was just like so stuff would just pop out.
It was
It
really
wouldn't.
right.
That doesn't always happen.
Thank you.
That scene is so good.
Isn't it good?
The warmth of that scene. And I feel like I needed that moment for her at that time in the movie.
It's like when you're at a wedding and you find the person and you're like, oh, thank God.
You always know a special person at a big party when like you're in a corner and someone takes the initiative to come up to you. Like, I love you instantly. How about for the 2 of you, an example of a time when another actor on this movie just did something that made you go like, wow, I'm so impressed and proud of you.
When we did the whole thing with the Dr. Pepper, and your performance, and then Gabby Hoffman just.
I had to cut so much of this great stuff everybody did, and she was insanely
She
funny.
was so funny.
And I had
And
to cut like 3/4 of that speech at the Dr. Pepper show.
Oh, the speech. I mean, I couldn't believe how funny she was. And then she's in there in that just that shirt with no bra.
Oh, I know.
But it's very like,
Boheme actor
it's just-
teacher.
She
She knew exactly what she wanted to wear. Katie Butcher, who did my costumes, was incredible, and they sort of worked together. But I was really surprised she wanted to be in this movie. Like, I was like, this isn't cool enough for Gabby Hoffman. And she was like, I want to play that character for you because I get offered that kind of character, but I know that we'll have a good time. And she was my first day, and I've worked with her for years. And honestly, it was like, talk about like a warm, I mean, that was like when things really calmed down in me, was to have her there. It was really good luck.
Oh, I love
Brought me
that.
good luck. Yeah.
Nico, want to take us home on this one?
Yeah, I was gonna say Kiersey's stepdad.
Oh, Jay Lacopo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, him popping and locking.
Jay Locopo, I've known for years. He doesn't act anymore. And Bradley and I are at a birthday party in New York, and he happened to be there. And he's on the dance floor, and he's wiping his brow. And he's a really good dancer, and he keeps wiping his brow with a handkerchief. And Bradley's like, Chuck, that has to be the stepfather. And so I said to him, I know you don't act anymore. And I knew how funny he was. I'm like, but would you do this for me? And he said yes. And he kills it.
Spot on casting
Yeah.
across the board. Yeah. I have to wind down with you. I was very determined to make this the last question for you because, like, too self-deprecating. Like, hold tight to the fact that you made a movie, and that's a big deal. I love asking this question all the time. I have to warn you, some people don't like to answer it. You'll find out why in a second. So in this industry, people love giving each other awards. I think that's super cool. We just had the Oscars, wonderful. But I find that nobody tells themselves good job as much as they should. I want to know something you accomplished making this movie that you'll always be able to look back on and say, I am so proud of what I did there.
Well, clearly I need therapy because I'm tearing up even at the question. I mean, honestly, I guess what I'm most proud of is we had so many iterations of this film. There were different producers, there was different budgets. My friend Valerie Stadler came in, and we're dear friends, and she's like, we're going to make this come hell or high water. And we met Jenica Berger, who also helped get this. The amount of money we had and time we had was so tight. And I never said no, though. Like, I never gave up. I never was like, you know what? And he knows I wanted to give up a lot. I was very scared to do all three things. Really scared. I kept trying to give it away. I was like, you direct it. Jay Duplass, you direct it. And all my friends in my life were like, you have to direct it. I'm like, well, So I'm really proud that I kept all three things and I stuck to it. I'm really proud of that.
As you should be. Like, wonderful actor. You are a director. Keep doing it. I want to see more. Huge congratulations to all of you. I'm so excited for the world to see For Worse.
Thank you.
Thank you.